Poor bride rejected for being paralyzed, until a Hells Angels biker did the unthinkable. The day she was supposed to become a bride, the church bells never rang. White flowers wilted under the sun, guests whispered behind folded programs, and a young woman sat alone in her wheelchair, watching the life she had planned collapse in silence. She had already survived a shattered spine, endless hospital nights, and the slow grief of learning how to live again, but nothing prepared her for being rejected at the altar for the very body she had fought so hard to keep alive. What no one expected was that this public humiliation would become the beginning of a miracle, carried in on the roar of a motorcycle and the shadow of a man the world feared. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and unexpected heroes, take a moment right now to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that humanity still has a heartbeat. Her name was Miriam, and before the accident, she had been known for her laughter. She worked at a small tailoring shop, saving every coin for her wedding, stitching her own dress late into the night with aching fingers and hopeful eyes. The accident came on a rainy evening, a bus skidding, metal screaming, and then darkness. When she woke, the doctor's eyes carried a weight she would never forget. She would never walk again. Months of rehabilitation followed, her dreams shrinking to fit hospital walls, yet one promise kept her breathing through. The pain. The man she loved had sworn he would still marry her. On the wedding day, that promise evaporated. The groom arrived late, his face pale and distant, and before vows could be spoken, he turned away. He said nothing cruel out loud, but his silence was sharper than any insult. His family escorted him out, leaving Miriam sitting there, paralyzed in body and now in spirit, while pity rained down heavier than judgment. By evening, the decorations were gone, the dress folded away like a memory too painful to touch, and Miriam returned to her mother's small apartment, convinced that her life had ended twice. The days that followed were quieter than grief. Neighbors avoided her eyes. Old friends stopped visiting. Potential employers smiled politely and never called back. Miriam learned how society measured worth, and how quickly compassion vanished when someone became inconvenient. She sold her sewing machine to pay for medication, and spent afternoons by the window, watching other lives move forward while hers stayed frozen. One afternoon, the ground trembled with the sound of engines. A line of motorcycles thundered down the street, leather jackets flashing under the sun. Children stared in awe. Adults pulled their doors shut. Among them was a man with a long beard, scarred hands, and the unmistakable emblem of the Hells Angels stitched across his back. He parked directly in front of Miriam's building and stepped off his bike like a storm given human shape. His name was Jack, and he had come for a reason no one expected. Years earlier, Miriam's late father had helped him without knowing who he was, pushing his broken bike off a highway and refusing payment. That small act of kindness had lodged itself in Jack's memory, a debt unpaid. When he learned of the daughter left behind, paralyzed and abandoned, something shifted inside him. Jack did not arrive with flowers or soft words. He came with action. The next morning, Miriam woke to the sound of tools and engines. The broken ramp at her building was being rebuilt. Groceries appeared at her door. Medical bills were quietly paid. At first, she was afraid, unsure why someone so intimidating would care. But day after day, the biker returned, fixing what others ignored, standing guard when whispers turned cruel. Slowly, the city's fear gave way to curiosity. People saw Jack kneeling to Miriam's level, listening with respect, never pity. They saw a man the world labeled as dangerous become fiercely gentle. With his encouragement, Miriam reopened her tailoring work from home. Jack spread the word through places no advertisement could reach. Orders poured in. For the first time since the accident, Miriam felt useful again. Suspense followed them like a shadow. Not everyone approved of the biker's presence. Threats came, rumors spread, and one night a group tried to scare Miriam into closing her business. They left quickly when engines roared in the distance. Jack and his brothers never hurt anyone, but their loyalty formed an unbreakable shield. Months passed, and strength returned to Miriam in ways doctors could not measure. Her hands became steady, her eyes bright. She laughed again. The community that once pitied her now respected her resilience. The biker who once inspired fear became a symbol of protection. In the quiet moments, something deeper grew between them, not born of rescue, but of shared scars and mutual dignity. On a clear morning, beneath an open sky, Miriam wore white again. There was no grand hall, no judgmental stares, just friends, neighbors, and the steady hum of motorcycles standing like guardians. She did not walk down an aisle, but she moved forward in her wheelchair with her head high, a woman reclaimed. Jack stood beside her, not as a savior, but as a partner who saw her whole. As this story draws close, if it has stirred something inside you, please like the video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more stories that remind us compassion can come from the most unexpected places. Before the ending, we have one special request. Please comment the word hope if you believe love sees beyond appearances and limitations. Miriam was once rejected for being paralyzed, but she was never broken. A Hells Angels biker did the unthinkable, not by changing who she was, but by reminding the world of her worth. And sometimes, the loudest engines carry the softest hearts.